Morning, it's Andy here again, and today we're going to be training shoulders. But what I thought I'd do is I'll just give you a quick tour round of the gym. Gym I'm training at is Fifth Gym in Stroud or Stonehouse, and so it's quite well equipped gym. You've got dumbbells ranging from 3 kilos all the way up to 60 kilos. Some of the machines they've got independent pull down, so you can work either side of your lats. Got the lat pull down, got quite a few number of attachments here, cables, got a chest fly machine, high pulley row for your back, low pulley row, again independent pull down. One of the things you don't see in many gyms is hamstring. That's hamstring curl. So that's a quite good machine for isolating hamstrings. Adductor machines, glute machine, technical squat, again old school vertical squat. We've got this is a belt squat and leg extensions, seated chest press, fly machine, a bit like the old pet deck. Again, another back machine, Smith machines, two different kinds of leg press. You've got this one where you could isolate either leg, just remove that bar and you can work each leg independently. Squat rack, got another chest press here. Again, that's a good one for isolating. You can work either side independently. You've got incline press, flat press, another squat rack, T-bar row, another Smith machine, and decline press. Today, what we're going to be focusing on today is we're going to be focusing on shoulders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself up on this bench here, and I'll go through some shoulder exercises with you. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually start with a bit of a shoulder warm-up. It's one of the exercises I like to do because you're working the shoulders and you're going to be opening those shoulder joints up. So what I want to do is just get a little bit of movement in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some light dumbbells. I'm going to start. I'm just going to stand up for these. I'm going to bring my arms up, out to the front, up, down, and back, up, in. Just going to do 5 or 6 of those. Starts getting a bit of movement in the shoulders. 2 more. Last one. There you go, that's got a little bit of movement in the shoulders. What I'm going to cover today is I say I'm going to cover shoulder pressing. There's different types of shoulder pressing. We can work shoulders in different ways. There is what we call military press or overhead press. Military press, or basically military presses, is you're going to take the bar just over shoulder width apart, that on shoulder width apart. Again, as you do with everything, is bring the elbows in and take that. And the feet position is different. With military press, your feet are together, you're just pushing up. The shoulder press, feet are wider apart, and again, overhead pressing like that. But today, what we're going to concentrate on is going to concentrating on actual shoulder pressing. So I'm on the machine here. It's got a nice high back. It isn't leaning back too far. In fact, I don't think this one is leaning back at all. What I'm going to do is we're going to do shoulder pressing. And again, with everything, what I'm showing you today, what I'm showing you in these videos is we're always going to look at a rep range of about 12 reps. So anywhere between sort of 8 to 12 reps. So, and that's going to be beneficial for your shoulders. Again, you don't need to go heavy with these weights. It's a shoulder joint you're working, and there's lots of little muscles in there which we don't want to impinge. What I'm going to do is we're going to set myself up in the machine or on this bench, and you'll see how I do the shoulder press and how I execute it. So, get myself in, my back's nice and flat against the back, and hands just over shoulder width apart, and my feet are nicely planted on the floor. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that weight, I'm going to bring it down, and as you can see, I bring it down to sort of top of my chest level, just below my chin, and I'm going to press it up, but I'm not going to lock my arms out. Just me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, re-rack it. And as again with all exercises I'm showing you, is we don't flare the elbows out. We try and bring the elbows in. It's like what I was showing you, bench pressing and things like that. It's as if you're trying to bend that bar in. That way you put in more of the emphasis on your shoulders. With shoulder pressing like this, what you're actually working is you're going to be working the front, and it is going to hit the side. So you're working the front delt, anterior delt, and the medial delt, because the shoulder is made up of 3 separate heads. So that's one thing. We can do this with dumbbells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down, and I'll show you how to do dumbbell pressing. And one of those is also going to do what we call the Arnold press, which I see people do. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. I'm going to show you the way I was taught to do it. So I'm just going to move this bar over, pick the dumbbells up, and I'll show you that one. So again, taking hold of the dumbbells, what I wanted to do, you start with the dumbbells with your palms facing you, arms up, and as you're bringing them out, you're raising them up at the same time, so it's up, nice smooth movement. So we're going to do 12 of them. That's 3, 4, 5, 6 nice smooth movements, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that was what we call the Arnold press. Again, you can do pressing with dumbbells, so I'll show you that movement as well if you want to try that. Again, these are all just suggestions for you to try. You can try different movements and see what works for you. But with the dumbbell pressing, again, you don't want your elbows flared out. You want to keep the elbows in, tucked in, and it's just a nice movement up. Elbows are slightly forward. You don't need to bring them all the way. We can do, that's neutral, but keep them out slightly. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if you notice on all the exercises I do, I never ever lock my elbows out. The reason for that is I find that it takes a bit of tension off the muscle, but also if you've got a heavier weight and you're locking your elbows out, it can put a lot of stress on your elbow joint. And it is quite a complex joint really. It's not just a hinge, it can rotate slightly because you've got the 2 bones coming from the wrist. What you want to do is not lock out if you can. Okay, hope that gives you a bit of an idea of what to do on your shoulders. Again, there are lots of shoulder exercises, and I will be covering more exercises in the coming days and weeks. I've just shown you how to get the basics done, get yourself started, get yourself in the gym. You know, everybody starts somewhere. You don't need heavy weights. Keep the weights nice and light, but keep it steady and keep it going, and enjoy your training. Thank you.